Welcome to Netrush Report, the home of long-form, no-fluff tennis storytelling. If you love tennis beyond just the scorelines, from the drama to the legends to the stories behind the headlines, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button so you never miss a story. The first round of the U.S. Open 2025, held at Flushing Meadows in New York, wrapped up on Tuesday, August 26th, compared to Wimbledon just a few months earlier, where 8 top 10 seeds across the men's and women's draws crashed out in the opening round. New York was far less brutal. This time, only one top 10 player lost in the first round. And that player was none other than Madison Keys, the 6th seed and a home favorite. But Keys wasn't alone. Former Grand Slam champions like Daniil Medvedev and Sofia Kenin, the newly crowned Canadian Open champion Victoria Mboko, and seasoned names like Elina Svitolina and Clara Tauson also stumbled at the very first hurdle. And here's the kicker. Every single one of them walked away with $110,000. The guaranteed first-round loser's prize. Let's start with the biggest shocker of the first round. Madison Keys. Match result. Lost to Renata Zarazua in 3 sets. What happened? Keys made over 80 unforced errors, essentially handing her opponent the match. Zarazua fought brilliantly, but Keys self-destructed. For Madison Keys, this loss was especially tough because she had been touted as a dark horse favorite for the title. Her powerful game thrives on hard courts, and she's made deep runs at the U.S. Open before. But one thing tennis teaches us: it doesn't matter if you're a top 10 seed or a qualifier. On the day, anyone can beat anyone. Prize money earned. $110,000. If Madison Keys' exit was shocking, Daniil Medvedev's loss was downright dramatic. Match result. Lost in 5 sets to Benjamin Bonzi. What happened? During match point, a cameraman walked around the court. Medvedev exploded, stalling play and arguing with the chair umpire. The New York crowd got restless, booed him, and the tension skyrocketed. Incredibly, Medvedev broke Bonzi's serve after the interruption and stole the set, but eventually lost in 5. This wasn't just a loss. It was another entry in Medvedev's growing list of controversies at Grand Slams, reminding fans of his volatile temperament. Prize money earned. $110,000. Remember when Sofia Kenin won the Australian Open in 2020? Fast forward to 2025, and her journey has been a roller coaster of form, injuries, and inconsistency. Match result. Lost to compatriot Ashlyn Kruger. What happened? Kenin was a setup before Kruger staged a brilliant comeback. For Kenin, the story isn't about the money. It's about rebuilding confidence. She has the talent, but the results haven't been there. Prize money earned. $110,000. For Victoria Mboko, seated at a major for the first time, this U.S. Open was meant to be a celebration. She had just won the Canadian Open, her first major breakthrough title. Match result. Lost to Barbara Krejcikova, a 2-time major champion. What happened? Mboko drew a nightmare first-round opponent. Krejcikova's experience and craftiness proved too much for the teenager. But here's the perspective. Mboko is still just 18 years old. This loss is a learning experience, not a setback. Prize money earned. $110,000. Elina Svitolina, 12th seed, lost to Anna Bonder. First time since 2018 she's lost in the opening round of a slam. Clara Tauson, 14th seed, pushed Alexandra Ila to the brink, saving match points, but couldn't close. Ila made history as the first player from her country to win a major main draw match. Diana Schneider, 20th seed, fresh off winning Monterrey, but fell to Laura Siegemund in 3 sets. Diana Yastremska, Veronika Kudermetova, Talon Griekspoor, Alex Michelsen, Hugo Humbert, all seeded players who crashed out. Each of them earned $110,000. Now, let's talk dollars. Every first-round loser at the U.S. Open 2025 earned $110,000. To put that into perspective, that's more than many ITF-level players make in an entire year. For young players like Victoria Mboko or Alexandra Ila, that's money that can fund coaching, travel, physiotherapy, and training camps. For established stars like Medvedev or Keys, $110,000 might not make or break their year, but it's still a reminder of just how lucrative tennis has become at the top level. Over the last decade, the U.S. Open prize money pool has grown significantly. The USTA has made it a mission to ensure that even early round players are compensated fairly. Knowing the financial demands of the sport, in 2010, the U.S. Open first round losers prize was around $19,000. Fast forward to 2025, and it's now $110,000. That's nearly a six-fold increase. By comparison, Wimbledon 2025 first-round losers earned about $70,000. So the U.S. Open is setting a higher bar. This money isn't just about rewarding players. It's about keeping the sport sustainable for those ranked outside the top 50. Madison Keys, the most painful exit because she was a genuine title contender. Daniil Medvedev, the most damaging for reputation. Another meltdown, another slam lost. Sofia Kenin. Add to the uncertainty about her comeback prospects. Victoria Mboko, not damaging, just a lesson. She'll be back. Elina Svitolina and Clara Tauson missed opportunities, but their careers are still steady. For the players who lost early, the journey doesn't end here. The tennis calendar is relentless. Within weeks, the Asian hardcourt swing begins, followed by the WTA finals and ATP finals races heating up. Some of these players, like Keys and Medvedev, will regroup and focus on finishing strong. Others, like Mboko, will use the money and experience to build toward 2026. The U.S. Open is just one chapter in a much bigger story. So, there you have it. From Madison Keys' shocking collapse to Daniil Medvedev's fiery drama, from Victoria Mboko's tough lesson to Sofia Kenin's fading hopes, the first round of the U.S. Open 2025 gave us everything. Heartbreak, controversy, and even history. But whether you exit in glory or defeat, one thing's certain. $110,000 softens the blow. This is NetRush Report, where we bring you the stories behind the headlines. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with every tennis fan you know. Because here, it's never just about the score. It's about the story.